Hello guys, and welcome back to another Xcrafts video here on the channel. Hope you guys have all been keeping well. And today we are back in Dusseldorf. This is the return flight for a flight we did about a while ago, a couple of months ago, from Amsterdam over to Dusseldorf. So we're going to be in the return flight today back to Amsterdam. Parked up here, stand Victor 36, I believe, and here you've got the KLM E195 here, E190. Parked up here and just getting everything loaded on board. The cargo, fuel and passengers are all getting on board the aircraft. So today's flight we're going to be cruising out to flight level 180. I'm expecting airtime of about 36 minutes, block time 1 hour and 4 minutes. And our call sign today is KLM 1854. And our flight today we're going to be departing off runway 23 left, I believe it is, at Dusseldorf. And let me just double check that. Yep, 23 left. We're departing off today, Dusseldorf, taking the Suneb 7 Tango departure, and then RKN2 Bravo arrival into Schiphol's runway 18 centre. So it's a very straightforward flight plan. We're just going to head up north and then make a left turn heading out towards the west onto our arrival in Amsterdam. So with all that out of the way, let's finish up and start getting things set up in the cockpit so we can get on our way over to Amsterdam. So we are inside the cockpit. Already got the ground power connected, the batteries and electric AC power on. Got the nav and logo lights on as well. Get the packs on. Switch this over to APU, and then I'll get the bleed airs on. Ice protection can come on. Second, the windshield heating. Alright, there we go. Let's cancel the master caution there. Alright, let's head down into our MCDU. We'll go to MCDU index. There's loads. We'll load our flight plan there, and then we'll head to route edit. We'll delete that, otherwise it'll cause a conflict. Back to MCDU index. Departure airports is Dusseldorf EDDL. Selecting runway 23 left. On the Suneb 7 Bravo, I believe I said. 7 Tango, 7 Tango. There we go, transition, we don't have a transition. And then that information there is entered, perfect. We'll go to our arrival. We'll get EHAM, runway 18 centre. And we're planning for the RKN2 Bravo arrival. And then just looking at a Navigraph charts over here. I believe we'll be taking the RTIP transition. So to figure out which one. So we're going to fly into RTIP and then ILS runway center. Approach ILS runway center. Get that in there. And now we can delete this as well. Perfect. We'll head over to the perf page. Set that over to kilograms. We can go to weight and balance. and you can start getting weights and balance data into them. So 76 passengers, or passengers and crew. And then we will add the fuel, 3.6 tons of fuel. So the 336, that's going to put us at 1,800 on both tanks. Let's leave it right there, that'll be fine. Cargo, we have 4.2 tons of cargo. I want to adjust the CG to be slightly towards the front. That'll give us a nice balance. The aircraft flies better when it's configured like that, from my experience. Okay, now we can get this data entered into our perf page here. Right, 1,800 both sides for fuel payload rate. If we look here, 12.66. Mach percentage 15.55. Puts center gravity 51.54. Flaps setting 1 will be good, and we can set the trim. There we go, 2.7 up, and we can do the turbo takeoff today. That's our N197.3%. Okay, so we just glitched a little bit there. Just when the weight's getting out of right, cruise airspeed. I think we're looking for Mach decimal 54. And cruise altitude flight level 180. So that's going to be our final and initial cruise altitude. And the average cruise wind today on our flights. Just take a look on active sky. Looking for about 213050. Alright, perfect. And that entered. Performance 3 is fine. Oh, that looks good. Alright, we'll initialize this and execute. We'll close that now and go to navigation. And then we'll get the VSD on afterwards. But for now, we'll head to our flight plan page and we'll step through our flight plan. Just making sure that there's no obvious errors there. We can actually get rid of Sierra Papa Lima. We can just fly direct onto the ILS because we're not online today, so there won't be any traffic. There we go, that looks better. And we can keep that on. head back to the map page. Alright, our initial climbing altitude. You're going to want to climb out yeah, just take a look at the navigraph. See what the transition altitude here is for our SID of Dusseldorf. 5,000 feet, so we got 5,000 set. Switch over to FMS as well. Perfect. There's a climb rate of 1,200 feet per minute. We'll set the speed to 195. Get the yaw dampers on, get the bank on there, and get the fire directors I'm going to turn on until I think I have the nav connected there. So, not to worry there, we'll get the QNH in. QNH currently on the ground here in Dusseldorf is 1004. Perfect, let's start getting the doors closed up. And we can start getting rid of the ground equipment. There you go, and I'll just press hide all to properly get rid of them. And let's just take a look here at the ILS frequency for Amsterdam's wide centre, 109.5. Just get that set there and ready. To avoid the potential to forget about getting that done later. Alright, let's see. We can let's get our pushback planned.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you're ready.
Alright, so we'll call him.
Ground to cockpit. Toes driving up.
Right, so he can start getting connected, save us time later on. We'll get the APU gen turned on. DC power there, get the red beacon. Get the pump stall over to auto, hydraulics to auto, and APU start switch. You can see the APU is going to start coming online. And got the APU on. Perfect, we can go ahead and get rid of the ground power units.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect. Set parking brake.
And parking brake already should be set.
Winching strap and adapter in position. Release parking brake when you're ready to start pushback.
Get the auto brake set to RTO. Get these both over to auto. Make sure the flight deck door is locked. Alright, let's go ahead and get the clock started there. And we can release parking brake.
Starting pushback, and you may start the engines.
Cool, pushback is starting. And then we're going to get cleared to get the engines fired up. So, we'll get engine number 1 over to the just hold that down for about 7 seconds. And we can put it to run. Alright, that's engine number 1 getting started up. Go engine number 2. Can release that. Engine number 2 is going to start getting fired up now, and that is looking good. 2 good starts. We will get this over to both gens and then get the APU.
Operation complete.
Generator
Please set
off.
parking brake.
Get the AP turned off. Set the parking brake.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
And we can set flaps to position 1. It's a beautiful morning here in Dusseldorf.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. I'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Cool, thank you, and we'll see him next time we're in Dusseldorf. So let's wait to get the signal there up on the right side. I need to clear the aircraft. And we can get the taxi lights turned on. There it is, he's clear. We are good to go. Gonna get AVS opened up. And get ourselves taxied out to runway 23 left. We should be good from Lima 3. Right, release parking brake and let's get ourselves out to runway 23 left. just need to change something quickly. There's that's just going to cause issues. The nose wheel tiller sometimes in a lot of aircraft, when I set it to my joystick twist, just causes a bunch of issues on the ground. So I usually just have it turned off and use the rudder pedals to control the nose wheel. Alright, our holding point unit 3 should be coming up. Not the next one, this is the one after that. Get the nav mode armed. We can close down AVS. Alright, let's get ourselves taxied onto runway 23 left. Get the wing lights turned on, strobe light on. We can get the taxi light turned off.
Approaching 23 left. On runway 23 left.
Alright, everything is set. Let's go. Advanced throttles forwards. And take a thrusters set. Plus 80 knots. One, rotate. Positive climb, gears going up. Alright, and I can go ahead and get all throttle, exit, autopilot. Got speed set to 200. I don't know why the aircraft is losing altitude. There we go, get the nose light turned off, and everything else is fine for the time being. There we go, out of Dusseldorf. Beautiful early morning departure. There's the airport off our right wing there, just behind the right wing. And yeah, there we go guys. I'm gonna keep climbing out. And I'll get 18,000 feet set there for cruise altitude. I go climb on VNAV now and get the speed to 220. Amazing. And there we go guys, there's our departure out of Dusseldorf. Not really much else to see now until we are on our arrival shortly into Amsterdam. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it there for our departure, throw it over to our cruise cinematics. I'll see you guys in a bit once we're back on our arrival into Amsterdam. Alright guys, welcome back into the flight deck. We're on our approach into Amsterdam right now. We're just currently holding at 7,000 feet, going to be descending shortly down to 3,000 feet. Already got the local QNH 998 set in there, and we've got decision height 200 feet set. So as you can see, 36 minutes right now, so it was fairly short cruise, about 23 minutes cruise altitude. Or until we are where we are right now. And as you can see right here, the winds are really strong, 52 knots currently, gusting crosswind across her, so it's going to be interesting. We'll have to see how we do. It looks like it should be a little bit better at the airport, a little bit lower down, so we should be getting about 20 knot winds down there, but that's still a lot. So it's going to be a little bit of a crosswind landing coming in to Amsterdam today, so just be prepared for that one. And apart from that, everything's gone smoothly. It's been a beautiful flight with the sunrise in the background. I love doing early morning flights and evening flights just because of the sky colours and everything. The early morning ones are much better in my opinion. And this is actually, the timings of the real flights as well. So I'd love to do this flight in real life. It'd be beautiful coming into Amsterdam like this in the morning with the sun rising in the background. But yeah, we're not too far out now from Amsterdam. That's where we're going to be turning for the ILS, and we just get the auto brake set to low. And if we head into our perf, you can see here we're doing a, let's see what options have we got. We got flaps 4, 5. Alright, so we'll do a flaps 5, 136 landing, and auto brake 1 should work for that perfectly. So that's what we'll plan for. We just have to see, hopefully the wind dies down a little bit now, make our life a little bit easier coming into Amsterdam. Like what I'm going to do now as well, get the landing lights turned back on since we are already below 10,000 feet. And I've got the anti-icing on, just because there is the potential for icing to build up in these clouds here. So I decided just to get that on, just to be safe. Next, see if make our right turn. And after that, we'll be turning onto the ILS for runway 18 center. Like what we can even do now is start getting the speed slowed down in preparation for our landing. Final approach course 183 degrees. There, decision height is 200, and that all looks good. So we should be intercepting the ILS at 2,000 feet. And get flaps 1. There are some ground spoilers, help the aircraft slow down and keep descending at the same time. Let's reset that for some reason. Should be 0998. And get flaps 2. And flaps 3 sets. Okay, just remembering 136 and flaps 5. This is our final approach course, which is 183. I can get the let's see. EH623. That's what we're currently headed to. It's going to be EH65. At 65, we do want to be 3000, and then 63, which is the next one, right after that, it needs to be 2000, perfect. So we will get 2000 feet set. We can just clean up the ground spoilers. Inspection light can come last, wing lights. Let's prepare to hit this button here, which will turn the nav radio and get us onto the localizer. Alright, we should be tying that. Left turn out.
2500.
Let's go to heading there. We'll get the localizer, arms. Let's get the speed further down. We want it to be 136, so we can get 145 right now. We'll set flaps to position 4. Set this back to 183. And then we'll get the glide slope as well. Arms, and that's looking good. Alright, so we shall establish on the localizer, runway 18 center. Gonna get the gear down. Set flaps 5. On the speed brake. Just hoping we don't have to perform a go around. Because that would not be good. Alright, we'll do 136. So that's our final approach speed set. Go out, flaps 5, speed brake is armed, water brake low. And the gear is down, 3 green. Got our line lights turned on. And probably picked a bad day to fly to Amsterdam. So I'm sure I'll get it down the ground in a good shape. Because the winds are heavy, but the angle of the crosswind isn't too bad, so it's something we can deal with. It's pretty much head on. There's the polder band, runway 18 right, and there we are established on the glide slope as well. Passengers in the back must be having a field day right now. It's probably horrible. Let's take a quick look at how things are over on a wing view there. What a beautiful day in Amsterdam. Absolutely lovely.
1000, light slope, light slope, light slope, light slope.
Right, disconnect the autopilot there.
Light slope, light
No aircraft.
light slope, light slope, light slope, light slope, light slope.
Let's re-establish ourselves in the glide slope.
Light slope.
Because this autopilot is very dodgy sometimes.
Approaching 18 center.
Light 100, light slope, light slope, light slope, light 50, slope. 40, 30, 20, 10.
There we go guys, a bit of a hard one. But we are down, speed brakes up, reverses out, diesel. $70 knots, still reverses over to manual braking. And we'll vacate here to the left and get the ground spoilers down. And we'll vacate off to the left here. Get the nose lights, tax light turned on, and the strobe light can come off. And there we go guys, welcome to Amsterdam. There's some very extremely sketchy weather.
Approaching 09.
Got the flaps cleaned up as well. And we'll just hold here for a second. get AVS opened up. Like Bravo, and then Whiskey 9 Quebec all the way around to here, and then we'll take something like Bravo 6-4, something around there. And I'll have to fix the landing rate plugin. I don't know why it's not working. I think I'm up something with Fly with Lua, and after it updates to 11.5. Just can't slow down a little bit there. We'll try and keep it around and just below 50, not 50, 30. Weather was beautiful in Dusseldorf, but not very similar over here in Amsterdam. That was expected. It did say about this in the flight brief, that the weather wasn't going to be too good in Amsterdam, and the winds and everything were exactly what Xcrafts said it was going to be. So it was good that I was prepared for that kind of a crosswind landing, having to crab it in until the last minute there, straightening out and touchdown. I was less focused on getting a smooth landing, more focused on making sure I get the plane down safely and in one piece. You know, the saying goes, a landing that you can walk away from is a good landing. And a landing where you can use the plane again the next day is a great landing. So I wish you could get Avitab integration into the Xcrafts E195. Be good. Would make things a lot easier. Alright, let's get the AP started. And get the wing light turned off. Alright, not too long to go. A couple of minutes left turn here onto Alpha, and then I reckon we'll take Alpha to Bravo in there to the apron. Right, we'll get ourselves into, let's see, we'll take Bravo 6 full. Do you miss seeing the Fox 70s flying? KLM retired them, I think it was 2 years ago now. Alright, we got our taxi lights turned off. I think I'm getting a little bit of lag just there. This weather and these clouds just kill the frame sometimes. I reckon we should be good right there. Actually, no, we're not. Okay, we've got the parking brake set. APU is running, APU gen can come on. Alright, we'll get both engines to turn off. There we go. Engines are shutting down. See the N2 and M1 percentages both going down there. And with those turning off, we can turn off the beacon lights. Still getting these guys to drive up to the aircraft. And let's take a look here. Get this over to APU power. And get the ice protections turned off. And there we have it, guys, on the ground in Amsterdam Schiphol. A nice flight over from Dusseldorf. So we get the GPU turned on. APU off. The AP shutting down. Well guys, there we are on the ground in Amsterdam with a block time is 1 hour and 2 minutes, as I saw just there. And yeah, flight time was about 35 minutes, give or take a few minutes there, so not too bad. And yeah, so we're going to start getting everyone deboarded off the aircraft. And from there we'll be able to get the aircraft ready for the next KLM Cityhopper flight we end up doing in the future, whenever that happens. And I'll just tell you guys what the landing rate was. 147, minus 147 feet per minute. So that's not too shabby at all. But anyways guys, yeah, hope you did enjoy that flight there. The bike should be going the other way. But this isn't GSX, this is Ground Handling Deluxe from GR Design. Not the best, it's only a visual thing. But yeah, hope you guys did enjoy that flight from Dusseldorf. The return flight was due for a while. Did this flight over to Dusseldorf a while back, I think it was around April, earlier on this year. So yeah, good to get that one out of the way. I'm doing some more KLM Cityhopper in the future. I do like doing KLM Cityhopper flights. But that's going to do it for this one. Hope you guys did enjoy. And stick around for all the replays coming up right after this. But before that, thank you guys for continued support. We are growing, aiming to get towards 200 subscribers not too long from now. So if you are watching this and you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and let me know anything you want to tell me in the comments down below. I am very active. I do reply and check all my comments. So do that. The Discord server link is in the description, so feel free to go and join that for updates on videos, other stuff to do with the channel, and just to interact and chat with people in the community. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, see you in the skies. Take care and stay safe, guys. Bye bye.